Stay over there, Nautilus. Well, hello again from Western Kentucky, just on the other side of Indiana, going up I-69. Gonna be getting into Henderson, Kentucky in 11 miles. Go over the Ohio River, get into Evansville, Indiana. Now here comes that car, that Nautilus car. Got on at that exit. Now they're blasting past me. I figured that. Give them some time, give them some space, and we'll get along just fine. Well, hi, Brantley. Hello from, yeah, G Pry. Hey, I'm doing well. And yourself? Towards the end of my route for the day. Hello, G Pry. G Pre. Yeah, what a beautiful day, isn't it? Look at that blue sky with the clouds up there. I do this for a living in my car. Isn't it great to see it? Well, hi, Gavin. I'm Dan. And this is what I do driving 280 miles a day. Absolutely great. Thanks, y'all, for riding along, enjoying the last, let's see, might be on here for another half hour before I get to the hub. Hub is like the little warehouse, the biggest store. I pick up my little auto parts, and what I do is let me flip the camera around. There's boxes back there. That's me, photobombing my own video. Hey, everybody. But I sort, there's 5 boxes there. I sort the stores, the little spark plugs, wiper blades, something called pigtails. I don't really know what those are. Um, but hey, Brantley, did I say that right? Brantley D. So yeah, I pick them up, then I drop them off at the stores, and I do store transfers for National Auto Parts Store. And in my hybrid car, all right, Brantley D. And yeah, it's pizza cake. No stress, no responsibility. That's what's behind me on I-69. Let's flip it around. There you go. Isn't that beautiful out there? What you all are seeing is how it looks. I don't know if you're on your TVs or on your phones, but yeah. Yesterday it was rainy. Wasn't as much. It was not as enjoyable as today. But this afternoon, it's been nice. Right now it's 80 degrees coming into Henderson, Kentucky. Yeah, Brantley, it does. I mean, that's what I enjoy about what I do here is I get to see this. I'm on country roads all day, city roads, and freeways. And we just went through about an hour of country roads to get to my last stop down in Madisonville. That's my favorite part. It's on country roads. Now I'm on the freeways, and up here in about 10 minutes we'll be going through some city driving, and we'll go over the Ohio River, over the Twin Bridges. A lot of construction up here. A 10-year project. They're building a new bridge over the Ohio River. They started about 2 years ago, and there's a lot of, they have to build a whole new road to get to the river, the area where they're building it, and then they have to build another road when you get off the bridge over the river. So, but the bridges are known as the Twin Bridges. They're 80 years old, and time for new ones, I guess. So yeah, we're going to go through the construction up in here, and we'll see how it shakes out. It was busy earlier today. Up here, a stretch of the road, I'm there 6 days a week, or 6 times a day. But yeah, it's nice here in Western Kentucky. Yeah, uh, right up here, they've had to take out 3 bridges, or overpasses, I should say. They took this one out. Yeah, they took this one, made this one all brand new again. The one we're just going under. And then up there, past the green signs, there's another overpass that they just completed. They redid it, beams and everything, and it took about 4 months. And then there's another overpass just past this one coming up that they just closed it 2 weeks ago, and they're completely redoing that one too. Hey, Brantley, thanks for subscribing. I just started really going live every day yesterday. Um, just it's this passes the time too as I'm driving around. People come in. Actually, I lied. This overpass here, they refurbished this one. But up there, where you see some construction, there was an overpass, and it's not there now. Thanks again, Brantley, for subscribing. And I'll be on again tomorrow morning about 8 o'clock Central Time. I'll be for about an hour or so, hour and a half, I think. It just depends on when I lose the signals. So yeah, they just tore down this bridge, this overpass, 2 weeks ago. They brought it down. So they're going to be renewing that one, or rebuilding this one. And it's supposed to be done by the next school year in August. And then on the left here, they're putting up noise walls. You can see those poles up there on the left. Sometimes this lane is all closed off. I don't know what they're doing there, something electrical. But yeah, those poles off to the left, they're going to do noise walls. And just right up here, again, another overpass they just demolished several months ago, a couple months ago. And this is not going to be replaced. They just took it out. Yeah, it's pretty it can be pretty ugly around here, and I'm in here 6 times a day, 3 times each direction. We're going north right now, and they say this stretch of the road here will be done by the end of the year. But they'll have a final asphalt on top of here. I don't mean to. Long time ago. That's a long time. Oh, I don't mean to put a go on there. Oh, you don't mean to put a go on there. Yeah. Hey, not a problem. But this stretch here, they're going to be finalizing it by the end of this year. But up here around this curve, there's something called in the area the curve, because it's a tight curve. It's a 30-mile-an-hour curve, and semis are always blasting past it, blasting through it. So in the past 6 months, we've probably had 10 or 12 semis flipped over on its side. It's just right around this slight curve here, but up there ahead, it's actually going to be an exit off of this freeway here. But you can see some cars going through there. This is going to be an exit, but right now for the next 6-7 years, you know, they're building the new bridge straight ahead of us, probably about 5 miles. But this is the way this road's going to be for at least 6 more years. And semis, they just, for whatever you see, they have tipping semi signs, but semis feel like they got to blast through here, and it shuts the road down 6-8 hours. Closed. Yeah, it can get real ugly through here, but this is affectionately known as the curve. So if someone mentions the curve, we know exactly what they're talking about. Little vehicle hauler there. And we'll go over the twin bridges here in about 5 minutes if the roads are not messed up. Yeah, man, if we get a semi flipped over, no cars have flipped over. No cars have gone over the embankment. It's just semis. Speed limit's 30 miles an hour through there. And I'll be going there, and here I have a semi, and I'm coming up on the curve at 60, and I'm slowing down to 40 at least. And they're still blasting through. Yeah, this is up here is going to be called the 41 strip, because this 41 that we're just on, this freeway, it goes into 69 and I-69. But this here is going to be like a business bypass in 6 or 7 years. But this is one of the busiest stretches of roads here in Kentucky right now. And this can get backed up if there's an accident on the bridge. It's called Twin Bridges up here because it's a 2-lane bridge going north, 2-lane bridge going south. But this is the strip. This can get backed up, especially on a Friday. Gas here is $2.55. That Denny's right there closed down about 5-6 months ago. Yeah, up here about 1.5 miles-ish. We'll go over the twin bridges, and those bridges are 80 years old, and you'll see how rusty they are. We're getting a couple of new. Oh, that car just flipped a Yui. Okay, all right. There's a brand new Jimmy John's off to the left. We're having a Buffalo Wild Wings to go restaurant being built up here on the right. It's not open yet. Of course, behind a garbage truck, that doesn't help the view, does it? That Dunkin's about a year old. There's that Buffalo Wild Wings go right beside it. That right lane up there through the construction zone's real bad. It's real bumpy, so I'm just going to sit tight here. Up here is the last light on the strip, and I always like to make that light. Yeah, this is Henderson, Kentucky. You go over the Ohio River and you're in Evansville, Indiana. Just on the other side of the Ohio is a horse racing park, Ellis Park. Coming up on the Twin Bridges over the Ohio right now through this little construction zone. You'll see the 80-year-old bridges. It's amazing. Back then, they didn't have the technology and engineering we have today. 80 years later, they're still standing. Rusty, but they're standing. You'll see as soon as we go around this curve. That right lane's real bumpy. It'll tear up your car. Eventually. But they're saying that both these bridges will be torn down. But there's a push to keep one bridge open. Because off to the right is where the new bridge is going to be. All right, let's go around this guy. Oh, and he's coming over here, so I'm going to come over here. So yeah, you'll see we're going northbound. And I come across these bridges six times a day. If there's an accident, man, I'm done for. I'm late on my runs. Yeah, here's those two bridges, kind of tan, rusty looking. The Ohio River will be going over. I'm getting 40.0 miles per gallon for the day. That's great. So yeah, here it is. And off to the right is the bridges, the new bridge, I should say. It's a 10-year project. We're 2 years in. And sorry, I'm going 65 on this bridge there, car. You must be going about 75. Yeah, there's rush hour on this bridge every morning and every evening. People headed to work, people going home. Man, check this car out right behind me. He's right on my tail. Should have seen him when he came back and we got into this lane. Yeah, by doing these lives, it also acts as a dash cam in case something happens. There's that white pickup. He was right behind me. And now he's beside us. That's all right. We're turning left up here. This is a stretch of road that is commonly known as where you play Frogger. There's a road over here. We go through farmlands up here to get into downtown. But this is why we play Frogger. You just look for an opening and go across. And this stretch of road is only 3 miles or so, and then we'll be in downtown Evansville. There's a big old sinkhole up here downtown Evansville. It opened up about 2 months ago, but since it's so close to the Ohio River, it's been closed. In the Ohio River, we had major flooding a month ago, so they need the water to recede completely so they can fix the sinkhole. So there's a detour around it. Of course, any detour in a metropolitan city, a big city, it can be a chokehold on getting through there. But this, the actual freeway is off to the right, and this cuts off maybe 5 minutes. It's 3:03 right now, Central Time. I'm usually at the hub. We call it the hub. That's where I pick up and drop off some little auto parts. Um, and I'm usually there at about 3:17, 3:18. So about 15 minutes from here. Self-employed independent contractor, so I have a contract with a company, a national company, and I've had this contract for about 3 years. So much flexibility, freedom, no stress, no responsibility. It's great. If I ever want to be off, I just have one of my backup drivers check with them. I have 3 backup drivers, so I check with them to, hey, can you cover for me for a week or so? And as long as I get my route covered, man, I can take off however long I want. That's like in June, I'm hoping to be gone for about 3 weeks. If you had a regular 9 to 5 job, you can't do that, can you? Oh man, it looks like some dark skies up there. Looks like it might think about raining this afternoon. Hopefully I can beat it home. Yeah, headed home, I have to go back over those twin bridges. Yeah, I don't like that. Going over those twin bridges is probably the worst part of the job because if there's an accident, there's no way around it. Okay, that road up here, if I didn't turn down and go down those farmlands, I'd come out where the stoplights are. So downtown Evansville is just about a mile to the left. We'll be rolling through there. Since this was a daily route, I do this every day. I'm always on the same roads about the same time. So if you're ever in our area, stop by. I mean, well, do a drive by. Drive by, say, hey, I know you. Yeah. So that left lane is everything that funnels over here into this lane where that sinkhole is in front of us. You'll see it. Actually, both directions is closed. Man, we've had so much rain recently. I'm tired of it. Hopefully, we don't get any more. Looks like that just might be a little downpour. All right, just past this light is that sinkhole that shut down 4 lanes of traffic. Well, y'all that were watching have dropped off. Some of the best parts is right here. That's where that sinkhole is. We have to go through the detour. And then going home, we'll be right back this stretch of the road too, but going the other direction. It's 81 degrees. This is downtown Evansville. I see that guy walking this way every day, coming through here. Here's Main Street, Evansville. They have all kinds of festivals down in there. Well, hi, Sebastian. Welcome aboard. Thanks for joining us today. Turn right up here. Going up to the hub where I started my day at 7:30 this morning. Hub is where I pick up small little auto parts, deliver them to other stores. I am self-employed if you haven't been on here before. Self-employed, I love it. No stress, no responsibility. I don't know what that building is off to the right. I don't know. It sure looks big. Almost looks like a courthouse, but it's not. All right, let's see here. That car's in a hurry. Yeah, we just went through downtown Evansville. Now we're going up to the north side. I should be at the hub to drop off what I've picked up. Should be there in about 5 minutes. I'll drop my stuff off. I'll go ahead and leave the live on. And then I'll hop back in the car and start driving south. Yeah, looks like it's gonna rain. Coming from the north. Ah, Wow, that guy ran in front of those cars just to get across the road. That was close. It's actually a lady. Like a homeless lady back there. Man, those dark clouds are coming this direction. I'm headed north here. To wrap up my day, I go south. So I won't be driving into that bad weather up there. Coming in hot. Let's park back here. I'm gonna go in and drop my stuff off. Y'all don't go anywhere. If anyone's here. If anybody's here. All right, on my app, I have to say I have arrived. It's 3:17. I'll be back. All right, I'm coming back. All right, that's that. What's that? Okay. And we're in. We're in. Now we'll get out of here. We're done. Updating the app. Make sure it went through. Put my sunglasses on. Let's get out of here. I'm out. See y'all tomorrow. This store. Not you all on the camera. Okay. This can be tough getting through here too. But it worked out all right, man. Those dark clouds are right behind us. Here, I'm gonna open my little blind up on top on the roof. Oh man, truck, what are you doing? Didn't he put his blinker on? I don't know if we can see flip the camera around, if we can see the dark clouds up top. Not really. Okay. All right. Okay. Thanks for riding along with me today. Since y'all were so good today, we're going to do it again tomorrow. Groundhog Day every day. Same route every day. Everything's the same. And it's great. So we'll be on for, maybe 15, 20 minutes longer. Then we'll end it for the day. It's been another great, great day. That ambulance has his upper flashers on. That's weird. I hadn't seen that before. Yeah, getting ready to get through that downtown traffic again. Downtown Evansville, Indiana Hoosiers. We're headed across the Ohio River into Kentucky. We'll be there in about 15 minutes. Depends on the traffic is downtown. Yeah, we were just on this road, 15 minutes ago? Going the other direction. Right now we're headed south. Southbound and down. wasn't for that sinkhole straight ahead, this road right here that we're going to turn left on is not very busy. But since that sinkhole has both directions blocked off, everybody's coming up here on 2nd Street. I think this is 2nd. I should know for sure. I'm here 12,000 times a day. This is 2nd Street. Yeah, fixing that sinkhole off to the right by the Ohio River is probably going to take another month. This road's not exactly the smoothest either. So I try to miss as many of those manhole covers as I can. Ah. Yeah, those vehicles, they get in the left lane to pass all of us on the right, and then they cram themselves into this lane. That guy's forgot to turn his blinker off. He has a Kentucky plate. He's probably headed my way. There's a Hyatt Place Hotel on the left, just past this light. Yeesh. And we're turning up here. It's funny, I'm here pretty much the same time every day. See other people about the same time too. Recognize some vehicles, recognize some faces, recognize some people walking. Yeah. This road here is the detour around the sinkhole, so this can be pretty bad. Yeah, they're already backed up to this other street. It's only 3:34. I cannot imagine what it's like around 5 o'clock. 4 or 5 o'clock hour. Yeesh. See, off to the right is where the sinkhole is, and that's where both directions of traffic are. Road is closed. About 35, 40 minutes ago, we came out on this road. Remember, if you're on, we came out right here. That's where those farmlands are right over there. But going back, I go this way because it's hard to get out onto. This is the stress-free way to get on the freeway. Got a car pulled over. He didn't get off the road that far. Still moving. .2 miles per gallon so far today, wrapping up the day. Yeah, we'll probably stop the stream once we get over the Twin Bridges. Going over the Ohio River. Leaving Evansville, Indiana behind, along with all the dark clouds back there. You see the top of one of the bridges. Going over the Ohio River, gas prices here, $2.79. Just on the other side of the bridges, $2.55. 24 cents cheaper. I gassed up earlier, so I don't need any until tomorrow. So far today, we've driven 270.5 miles. Twin Bridges, we're going southbound. The other bridge off to the left is northbound. Bridges are 80 years old. Putting in a new one, building a brand new one off to the left, a 10-year project. We're 2 years in. Long ways to go. So traffic can be pretty bad. Yeah, I'm going to get out of here because that construction up here, they've lane shifted. That right lane goes into the shoulder. So I don't want to drive on the shoulder area. Even though they did a good job of paving it. All right, so that's going to be that for another day. Day is done. We're going to go ahead and end it. Hope to see y'all again tomorrow. Same thing. What you saw today, you'll see again tomorrow. So, yeah, another 280 miles or so tomorrow. All right, that's it. Thank you, everybody. Hopefully, you enjoyed the scenery. I know you did. All right. Y'all be great today.